Hey team, it's KG here, and I've got a really spicy dynamic HIIT workout for you today. You don't need any equipment for this one, but if you've got a mat, you might want it on standby for our warm-up and activation. But otherwise, let's jump straight into the work. We're gonna warm up with some knee hugs. So drawing one knee at a time in towards your chest, nice big pull, and then we'll rotate to the other side. So really make it a hug. It's not called a knee hug just to have a knee touch. So I want you to push through that foot that's driving into the floor, and then really hug that knee up into the chest, giving it a nice pull. Feel that glute get a nice stretch. Feel the base glute really start to have to switch on to stabilize. Draw it in. You've got 3. Let's go 2. Good, last one. Now we're gonna take it into a reverse lunge with a reach. So stepping back with your left leg, soft bend in that back knee. Big reach of the left arm up and across, feeling this beautiful stretch through the front line of the body, especially that psoas, hip flexor, and then we'll step through and change. Right foot steps back, right knee drops down, big reach of that right arm up and across. Let's go one more time on each side, but I want you to really over-exaggerate that reach, almost like imagine my hand was here and you were gonna push with force into it. Good, just so we can really maximize that stretch. Big reach. Gorgeous. You'll step your feet back together and then we're going to take them nice and wide for some lateral hip openers. So you can either stay here with the hands on the hips, shifting your weight side to side like you're on a wire, really straightening one leg out so you feel that inner thigh start to stretch as you drop all your weight across the other side. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take those fingertips towards the floor. Okay, so both of those variations, it's the hips sliding directly straight across. So I don't want to see you bouncing up and over. Beautiful. We're going to keep the feet this distance apart in 3, 2, and 1. And then from a forward fold position, I want you to reach those fingertips out so your torso is nice and long. And then think about projecting your butt back so you really get a nice stretch right where the hamstring and the glute meet. So we're trying to stretch out this part, but reach long through our fingertips so our torso is getting some space, ribs lifting up off those hips. You can keep a slight micro bend in those knees. Beautiful. Big stretch, big stretch. And you've got 3, 2, and 1. Firmly plant the hands into the floor. You're going to step your feet back, hip width apart, and you'll find yourself in a down dog position. From here, I want you to really drive your hands into the floor. Sink your heels down towards the ground or as close as you can get them. And then think about pushing your chest back closer to the thighs. I want you to breathe into this position, getting some life through the back line of those legs. And from here, you'll roll your body weight forward into a tuck toe up dog. Just quick stretch through the front line and then dropping those knees down to the floor for a cat-cow. Now, you can flip your wrists around if you want to open up those forearms and wrists a little bit more. Otherwise, keep the hands the regular way. And then I want you to tuck your chin round through your spine, puffing up through that back. And then open everything up. Think about tilting that tailbone back, opening that gorgeous collarbone up, and then reversing back through. So this is about finding space, okay? We're waking up our spine, and we really want to use all of this real estate through our spine. So finding all these little openings. Beautiful. And from here, I want you to flip those hands back around the regular way, and you'll spin yourself over for what I am calling a dead bug marathon. Dead bug, my favorite core activation drill. I have stacked a few of these different variations back to back so we can get that core fired up for our workout today. So we're gonna start with a traditional dead bug. Knees come to tabletop position. I want you to just use a measure of the hands to reach to make sure the knees are stacked over the hips. 90-degree bend at the knee, feet slightly flexed. Hands come straight up above the shoulders, and then think about drawing your shoulder blades down before you start to move. Opposite arm and leg will move together while the other side stays still. So let's start right arm, left leg. Inhale as you reach away. Exhale to draw back to starting position, and we'll switch to the other side. Left arm, right leg, and exhale, drawing all the way back in. Now, as you keep rolling through this, I want you to use your breath to control, but I also want you to stay really honest with what's happening with your lower back. So we don't want your lower back lifting up off the floor. You want to keep it pressing into the ground, so that's going to dictate how low your leg goes. So if your back's lifting, try keeping that leg a little higher up. Now, can you reach a little bit longer as you extend away? You'll pause through center, and we're going to flip it up on you. Left side's going to move together. Right side stays still. Exhale to draw all the way back in, and we go to the right side. So you should feel this work a little bit differently. Core's definitely starting to fire up. And you need to find that home base position of the knees stacked straight above the hips each and every time. If you start to draw the knee too close to the chest, you're just going to grip into that hip flexor and take some of that activation out of the core. Good, let's go last one on the right side. And we're going to change it up again. So those hands are now going to push into the knees push into the hands at the same time. We'll go to a single leg extension. So I want you to find a 3-second press here. And then we'll reach the right leg away, shoulder blades lift off the floor as the arms drive back behind you. Good, drive it back in, 3 seconds press. And then we'll extend the left leg away. Beautiful, repeat that for me, press. Right leg extends away. Gorgeous. We're going to go one more on the left. Press. Left leg extends away. Keep that lower back connected. Okay, same thing, but now we're going to go double leg. So press, really find that connection, and then both legs reach away, arms reach away, shoulder blades lift. Head rest back down while we press into the knees, connect the back, and reach. Woo! How's your core feeling? Because mine is sizzling. Guys, we've got 10 seconds. Drive it back in. One more. And hug those knees in towards your chest. Oh, that was a lot. How you feel? Core should be really ready to go. We're going to roll it over for our glute activation now. We've got a fire hydrant into a donkey kick. So set your hands up underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Draw your lowest abs in towards you, and we'll open out into a fire hydrant on the left side. So follow along with me, and then kick back, really reaching long through that left heel. Draw back in, close it off. We're going to keep flowing through that. So try and follow my tempo. I'm going a little slower, so I really emphasize that stretch and reach of the left heel. That's what's going to connect to my hamstring and my glute on that left side. And then the fire hydrant's really opening up from the side of my glute. It's going to help mobilize my hip. You want to try to keep the right side of your body nice and still, and then think about pushing evenly down through both of your hands. Okay, so even though that left leg is on the move, your left hand's going to try to take more of your weight. Don't let it. You've got 6, 5, we'll directly change the other side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, right side, fire hydrant, and then kick it out. Draw it back in, close it off. So really try find that steady neutral position and center, not giving more love to one hand than the other. And that's something you need to think about every single repetition. Now keeping that beautiful tabletop shape, so don't let your upper back round. Think about dropping your chest through a little bit more, collarbone opening to the floor, and then kicking out each time with that leg, really making sure you reach long. Find a pause while you're out there. Reach. Beautiful, team. We're almost there. You got 10 seconds. We're going to be up on our feet, coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to push back onto your feet, gently roll your body all the way up, and we are coming into our reaction drill time. Guys, this one is super fun. I've got 4 drills I'm going to throw your way. I'm going to be calling them out at random. So I need you to respond as quick as you can as soon as I make that call. Practice them with me now. We've got a lateral shuffle. So you'll take your feet nice and wide outside your hips. Staying low, you'll shuffle sideways, little touch. Shuffle sideways, little touch. That's 1. Second exercise, you got a boxer's bounce, okay? So each time you come back to this, I want you to switch up that leading foot, okay? Third exercise, jump rope, everyone's favorite. You can't even get mad that you trip over your rope this time because it's imaginary. Fourth one, you've got a drop squat. Tap that hand down, feet come nice and wide, chest stays lifted. That's all you need to know. We've got 90 seconds on the clock. Let's really get to work. Here we go. We're going to start in a lateral shuffle in 2 and 1. So you're not going for max pace just yet, but you're really trying to rev it up, and you're anticipating that next call that I'm going to give you. Boxer's bounce. So be nice and light on those feet, staying on your toes. Switch. Yeah, tricked you there. Here we go. Good. Jump rope. Again, on our toes in that jump rope, you're going lateral shuffle. Good. So get that touch each time. Good. Boxer bounce. If it feels like a long time, guys, we've only just done 30 seconds, so enjoy it. Jump rope. Good. Keep staying nice and fast through those feet. You've got a drop squat. Chest stays nice and lifted. If you're not going to drop today, I want you to just try keep that tap. Use that squat motion to draw down. We're going lateral shuffle. Keep that wide pattern with the feet. Woo! Guys, we've got 30 seconds left. You're crushing this. Here we go, boxer bounce. You can get your guard up if you want. Here we go. Jump rope. Come on, speed it up, speed it up. You got under 20 seconds left. Drop squat. Woo! Boxer's bounce. Fastest jump rope of the day to finish it off. Here we go. Quicker. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake those legs out. Okay. Heart rate should be up. Smile should be dialed up. And we're getting into our working set. We've got 2 big hit circuits here today. And in each circuit, we're going to stack 2 exercises back to back. 30 seconds of work each. You get a 20-second recovery. And then you get another 2 drills. So the first 2 drills you need to know right now. You've got a lateral bound with a low touch. So you'll drive your body sideways, low touch towards the floor, okay? The low touch isn't for you. I want you to just keep the arms up nice and high. Then we'll transition straight into a sumo squat hold, and we're gonna wrap back in the knees, okay? This is all about the glutes, you'll love it. Here we go, 1 minute on the clock, 30 seconds for each drill. In 3, 2, and 1. We go lateral bound with that low touch. So you still need to keep your chest lifted as you're driving up and across. So I imagine I'm jumping up and over something, and then I'm trying to tap down right by my foot. If you're staying up, you're still gonna get that same stick-like motion, but you can move a little bit faster. Okay, so really work on the stability and the agility of this drill. You've got 5, sumo squat hold in 3, 2, and 1. Take those feet nice and wide, drop down, hold low. You're gonna wrap back with those knees, okay? So imagine you're balancing something on your head, you don't come up higher, and these little wraps of the knees back, really working the glutes. Now, bonus in this sumo squat hold, inner thighs are gonna start to scream. Excellent. What else can you do while you're here? Push your weight even heavier down through your heels. That doesn't mean lifting your toes, but it means really anchoring your body weight into the floor. You've got 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake it out. Okay, good news. The lower body just got a little roast. We're gonna share that love with the upper body. You've got a modified tricep push-up. So on your knees, hands will sit up underneath your shoulders. Nice long hinged back position. Dropping down, elbows grazing in past your rib cage. You'll quickly flip over, sitting up, tricep dips. Notice I said quickly. I don't want you to milk that for a fake break. All right, let's set up a modified tricep push-up. So we go 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So elbows gonna graze in past that rib cage. I need you to keep your glutes squeezed, abs glued in. Now, if tricep push-ups are new for you, just practice coming to here and then driving up, okay? Or you can just lower down, take your time to come up. So it's all about practicing these elbows, staying super tight, but that collarbone staying open and back staying long and flat. You're rolling over in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition, tricep dip. So fingertips are still facing towards your hips, and I want you to think about those elbows shooting straight back behind you. So yes, back-to-back triceps, you're welcome. My favorite part of the arms to train. Again, while you're in this position, think about opening your collarbone. It's gonna help you drop those shoulders back away from your ears. You have a little recovery coming up in 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, 4, tap those hips to the floor, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake them out. Good news. You get to do all of that one more time. You say, why? I say, because second time, you're always more confident, okay? You know exactly what's coming. No excuses. Commit to your form. Commit to the entire time bracket, okay? 30 seconds each drill. It's as simple as that. You got that lateral bound with low touch in 2, 1. Let's get it. So I said this workout was going to be dynamic, right? So you notice how you're using your lower body and your upper body to drive sideways in this drill. Even if you're up here, your arms are still playing a part, right? They're gonna help you stabilize. Now, nail that stick and land, and it's like a single leg squat as I'm dropping down, okay? So knee's gonna track a little towards your toe. You've got 7, 6, sumo squat hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those feet nice and wide. Now this time, alternating heel lift, okay? So we're focusing on shifting the weight distribution. Think of going on a high heel, Air Force 1, okay? So I want you to go up, I want you to go down. You've got to find those different levels. We're going to play around with this a little bit later in the workout too. So think about shifting from toe to heel, staying super low the whole time. Yep, your inner thighs can thank me tomorrow. What about your glutes? Keep drawing that weight into the heels and pushing back. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Back down for those tricep push-ups. Hey, practice is the best thing that we can do with this type of drill, especially if it's new to us. So really think about that close scrape, okay? Direct conversation, elbow with the rib cage. Set your hands up, find that nice long line through your back. Eye gaze at your fingertips, squeeze those glutes. We're going in 2 and 1. Now using an exhale to drive up from the bottom of this move can really help. You guys are crushing it. 15 seconds. Come on, how many reps can you do? Keep those elbows tight. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, roll it over in 1. Tricep dips. Did you get there quicker than the last round? I don't think I did, but hopefully you guys did. You kept the grade point average for the team high. Here we go. Elbow staying back. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, you can walk those legs out to straight, okay? But just focus on where you can do your best work. Here we go. Almost there, guys. 10 seconds. Burn it out. Elbows driving right back. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Let's just not even talk about that because my arms are screaming. Here we go. Shake them out. That was your first circuit. We're going into our second circuit now so you really understand the timing and the tag team of these 2 exercises. So we're going to focus on a hinge pattern. Broad jump into a back pedal. So I want you to sit your weight down into a squat so my feet are kind of wide. I'm going to use my arms, drive my body forward, land low, back pedal back. Okay, that'll be your first exercise. The exercise that follows it is a squat to toes. Driving down, reaching up. Okay, so this is where we talk about that heel toe variation. Here we go. In 3, broad jump. In 2, and 1. Drive it forward, stay low, back pedal back. Drive it forward, stay low, back pedal back. So the key to a broad jump is throwing your hips through. Okay, so I want you to power those hips through. That's what's really helping you get that distance, okay? If you're practicing, I don't mind if your range is a little smaller, but I still want to see that hip drive. Here we go. Squat to toes coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit into your squat, reach up onto those toes. So each time, push your heels into the floor, sit your butt back, and then drive up onto those toes. Get a little calf raise while you're there. Okay, you got to use your core a lot. If it's trapping you, break it down, okay? So plant and then squat, okay? You can change up the arms to help your stability if you need to. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out, team. Okay, this one, a little bit of a brain game, but you did that, all those dead bugs, so I'm confident you can do it. You've got a single arm plank jack. So I'm going to start with my feet a little wider than my hips in my high plank position. As my right hand taps my left shoulder, my feet are going to jack out, and then I switch. Okay, if it's not for you, I want you to just hold those shoulder taps the entire time. Your second exercise, you'll bring those knees into a bear position, and we're just going to shoulder tap it out here. All right, let's set up. Single arm, shoulder tap, plank jack in 3, 2, and 1. So think about keeping your back long and flat, butt's not going crazy, and feet are jumping out and jumping back in. It's actually way more simple than you think. But again, if you get confused, you're just going to hold this position here, work on that upper body and shoulder strength. You guys have 8 seconds. Then we're going to switch into that bear hold position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those knees in, hold them there, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Now, this doesn't need to be super fast, okay? It needs to be controlled. So I care that your knees are under your hips. I care that your collarbone's open to the floor. And I want you to have a nice flat back. You got 15 seconds, then you're going to get a rest. You guys are doing great. Keep pulling those abs up and in towards you. Knees close to the floor. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Whew. Good news. We do it all again, right? So let's keep practicing. Especially in the broad jump, I think you're going to notice a big difference this round. So really let those hips go free. Find that nice hinge pattern and drive those hips through. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Broad jump, stay low, back pedal. So find a moment to really hit that landing and then shuffle back, staying nice and low. Reset, drive those hips through. Good job, team. 15 seconds down. Almost there. Squat to toes coming in 5, 4. You got time for one more. 3, 2, 1. Whether you're going slow or fast, make sure you're hitting that squat each time. Heels dropping down. Okay, speed doesn't always mean that something's better. So if you need to slow it down to make sure you're hitting both points of the move, which is low and high, I'd way rather you slowed it down. Chest is up the whole time. Come on, squeeze those glutes as you get to the top. You've got 5, little rest coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. To the floor. You got that combo again. Guys, I promise you, this one is fun. Do not overthink it, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. You got this. Hands tapping, feet are jacking, they're having a good time. Set up in that high plank position. You got hands underneath your shoulders, feet stretch back into that high plank, and here we go. 30 seconds. Doesn't have to be super fast, okay? Just think about that exchange. One hand reaching off the floor, tapping to opposite shoulder. Hips trying to stay nice and level. Gorgeous, guys. 15 seconds. Here we go. Come on, stay with me. You got 6. Bear hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those knees in. Get them closer to the floor. Now add those taps. This one can be so much harder than it looks, I understand. Okay, so just focus on trying to stay really nice and steady. And that might mean you have to go so slow. Okay, take it. That might be your advancement. You got 10 seconds. Please don't break early. I know you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down now. Not only the upper body, but lower body really feels that one. Guys, you've got a minute to breathe right now. I'm going to set you up for our finisher, and this is fun, I promise. I know I say that a lot, but this one really is. We're going to chop it down in time. We've got 3 exercises. We do all of them for 30 seconds first. Then you get a 20-second break. Then we do all of them for 20 seconds. You get a 20-second break. We do all of them for 10 seconds. Then you're done. So what are these 3 moves? You've got a cross climber, sitting up in that high plank position, knee driving to opposite elbow. So you got a really nice rotation there. Second exercise, you'll be up on your feet. You've got a lateral shuffle, which we've already practiced, but this time I'm looking for a little more pace. Okay, the third exercise, you've got front squat jacks. So bring your arms into this position. You're gonna sit down low the whole time, feet jumping out and in. Whew. I know, less talk. Let's get straight into those 30-second blocks. You got your cross climber in 3, 2, and 1. So it's called a finisher for a reason, right? It's the end. So we need to give it everything. You want to try and drive your knee as far as you can towards opposite elbow. Maybe you need to slow it down and tap. That's totally fine. Whichever option you're taking for speed, I need you to think about asserting your hands into the floor, really charging up out of those wrists with your upper body strength. Guys, you're up into your lateral shuffle in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up on the feet, tap down. Now, maybe the first couple, you're orientating, right? Now that you're in it, start to move faster. How do we do that? Stay low, okay? You're way more dynamic if you don't come up to full stand each time. So stay down here. You got another 12 seconds. Use that squat to touch down each time. Stay with me. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, front squat jacks, and 2, 1. Set those arms, drop down, jack it out. This one's a real burner on the legs. Yikes. Don't worry, we're in it together. Okay, what if you get sit a little lower? Yeah, you can. Go on. 15 seconds. Woo. Now, as you're jumping those feet out, don't overthink it, but knees always tracking slightly out over those toes. We don't let them knock in. You've got 5. Recovery is close in 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up out of there. Shake it out. Best news, that was the worst part done. Now we drop it down. We're only doing 20 seconds of each drill. So start to bring yourself down to the ground. Cross climbers up first. We're cutting down the work time, so I want us to try and increase our speed if we can. Okay, set those hands up. We're going in 2 and 1. Let's work. Come on, really maximize that rotation, knee driving straight across your body. You've got 10 seconds left, then we are up on our feet. Yes, you can. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on those feet. Lateral shuffle to touch. Come on. Don't waste any time. Ten seconds to go. Come on, keep those eyes straight forward. That's it. You got 5, 4. Front squat jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Set those arms. Drop down. Stay down. I know you want to break it. Don't stand up. Don't stand up. You got 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew! Team, 10 seconds of each drill. Call it a victory lap, okay? It's so short. We just got to have fun with it. I need you to go all out in your speed, okay? Give it everything. You're setting up. Last cross climber of the day. In 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds. Let's go. Come on. On your feet. In 2, 1. Straight up. Okay, how many lengths can you get of this shuffle in 10 seconds? Come on, push. Push. Drive your body sideways. Front squat jack in 2 and 1. Here we go. Straight into it. 10 seconds only. Almost there. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Guys, so good. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of me. It's hard, right? We did it together. You'll never regret always turning up for every second of your workout. I promise you that. Our workouts also include our stretching. Okay, so stay with me. Some of my favorite stretches. I want you to lower all the way down to the ground. Take those hands out nice and wide. I call this the tented hand stretch. So elbows pointing up to the sky, fingertips tent into the floor. Relax your feet down, and then lift up into a bit of a cobra position, and then melt your heart all the way forward. You'll drop your head down at the last moment. Okay, reaching up, find this nice extension, and then roll your body forward. Let's go one more like that. Big reach, and dropping all the way down. Hands will come underneath your shoulders, pushing back up. We're gonna come back to our flip wrist cat-cow. So if it doesn't feel good on your wrist, keep those hands the regular way. Tuck your chin, just like we did at the start of the workout. Round through that back, and then open everything up. Go, let's do that 2 more times. You're using your breath to control, letting some of that energy calm down. Gorgeous. From here, I want you to flip those hands around the regular way. Maybe take them a palm print further forward. Tuck your toes, lift up high into a down dog. Now, I call this a staggered down dog. With your left foot, step in 1 foot closer and cement your left heel into the floor. Your right heel probably will be floating just off the floor. Now really push your weight back, trying to push evenly through your hands. Feel an extra stretch through that left hamstring and really in that left hip. You want to breathe into this one. It's a pretty intense stretch. Now step your feet back together. Right foot will step in this time. Just 1 footprint forward. Now try and cement the right heel down. Good. Keep lifting those hips nice and high. Gorgeous. Step them both back to meet each other. You can take a quick little pedal out here. And from this position, knees are going to drop down. I want you to come into a half kneeling hip flexor stretch with a tricep relief at the same time. So right foot pushes into the floor, knee stacked over the ankle. Squeeze your left glute, drive it forward, and then lifting up with your arms, okay? So find this nice big reach, like you're pulling your torso up, getting nice and tall. Now really squeezing that left glute to maximize the release through that left hip flexor. Arms will relax down, and we'll change it out to the other side. Left foot steps through, stacking that knee over the ankle. Squeeze your right glute first, reaching up. Maybe you take an opposite hand grip this time, nice and tall. Find some more space in our body. We're always looking to reclaim all of the real estate of our body. From here, I want both knees to drop down. We'll just take a quick tricep stretch. Driving that right hand down the back. And switch. And team, shake it out. That was your workout today. Hey, I am so proud of you. You really crushed that. We tried a lot of different drills today. So just remember, these things take time, they take practice. That's why we keep turning up to our workouts. We're always looking for new challenge and new ways to get better. Guys, I can't wait to see you at your next workout.